Jesus walks along the Tyne and meets some people with fishing rods. "What do you do?" he asks. "We catch fish," they answer. Jesus replies, "Follow me, and I will make you fish for people." Jesus walks a bit further and meets some people laying bricks. "What do you do?" he asks. "We're building some new flats," they answer. Jesus replies, "Follow me, I will make you build the kingdom of God." He goes on a little further to find a grace. "What do you do?" he asks. "We sell baked goods," they answer. Jesus replies, "Follow me, I will make you share the bread of life." Jesus walks all around the area calling people to follow him. He tells bankers at the quayside that they will make others rich in spirit. He tells carers in Walker that they will care for his people. He tells posties in Byker that they will deliver the good news. Eventually, he comes to a woman who is sewing in a trendy workshop in Newcastle. "What do you do?" he asks. Not known for her brevity, the woman answers, "I make the finest high-visibility fluorescent jackets. They use state-of-the-art reflective technology. I promise you, Jesus, if you wear one of these, everyone will be able to see you, even on the darkest night. If you even pop to the shops in it, everyone will see you coming back from a mile away." Jesus is a little stunned. "Thank goodness for that," he says. "Even with this long line of people following me, so many people have got lost along the way. That sounds perfect. Follow me, and I will make you reflect the glory of God." The woman smiled, followed Jesus, and whispered, "Of course, Jesus, if you took the roller skates off, people might be able to keep up." Perhaps in all the stories about Jesus, I think the stories of how he gathers his disciples show his charisma the most. And I think maybe that's because I'm a routine person. Do you have other routine people, or are you all spontaneous people? What's the balance? Do we have routine people? Very good. 'Cause, I mean, if I planned morning fishing and somebody said, "Come and follow me," probably I'd be, "No, I'm fishing today." And I think, we could all do with being a little more spontaneous. I think some people, if they have an afternoon off, they'll plan it with errands and appointments and phone calls and all sorts of things. And some people just see how they feel when it arrives. And I think that's a much better way of listening to the Spirit. I'm terrible at it, so. Okay. I think, of course, the other option is with the disciples that they were hoping to be distracted. Because if Jesus came up and said, "Follow me," when I was revising as a student, or even while I was writing this sermon, I would have been up and away. So I do wonder whether the fishermen, Simon Peter, Andrew, James and John, were all just waiting for something exciting to happen in their lives. Perhaps they were yearning for something more than fixing nets and gutting fish. We'll never know. But I think it's probably true that all of us here today are yearning for that something greater, otherwise we wouldn't be here at all. Jesus says to them, "I will make you fish for people." And I think this is a great reminder that Jesus wants us to follow him just as we are. Jesus wants us to remember where we have come from, because each and every one of us has talents that Jesus needs. Jesus wants fishers to fish for people. He wants builders to build the kingdom of God. He wants carers to care for his people. I want you to have a think about what you'll be doing this time tomorrow. And how does it connect with your faith? I must stress that this is not just about those in paid employment at all. If you're retired, what things are you involved with that make you think about your faith? If you're raising children, do you do it differently because you have Jesus in your life? I think it's empowering to realise that if we approach life conscious of our faith in all that we do, then we are always doing God's work. Because God needs us to be little beacons of hope wherever we are. We can do that whatever our health or background, whether we work 3 jobs or none at all. As Christians, we're always on duty, but we don't get double pay. I'd encourage you to share with someone when you have one of these moments where your everyday life and your life with Jesus seem especially close. The Church of England claims to have 25 million members. However, just over 1 million people attend Church of England Church at least once a month. There are about 10,000 active clergy and around 100 bishops. So therefore, just from the numbers, it's clear that the real heart of the Church of England is the people. Just look here today, there's only 2 of us in collars, and we're far outnumbered by all of you. If we remember that everybody is that little beacon of hope, our potential for spreading the love of God, the peace and comfort of Jesus is so much greater than we imagine. And of course, it's not just us here today. I constantly meet people in the community that see this as their church. If we have a special moment, we can't think of anybody else to tell. Let's tell each other. Come and tell me. I need to know. Because we need to build that potential, our confidence, that we can speak to other people about God. Following the last couple of weeks, I find this a huge relief. You may have seen the recent criticism of the national hierarchy of the Church of England over many issues, particularly over the historic, catastrophic failures in safeguarding and the statement by the House of Bishops relating to same and opposite-sex civil partnerships. The media uproar about these issues has been considerable, and rightly so. Times like this can be so demoralising for those who want churches to be safe and inclusive places to be, so that all can share in the good news, and that we can bring more people to be part of this wonderful community. It's worth remembering that as a church, those headlines need not be our story. How the church is seen in Byker is mostly down to us. We just carry on looking for Jesus' footsteps. We take special care of children and the most vulnerable. We love every person that God has made, because that is how we follow Jesus. And of course, it isn't always easy. To return to the story at the beginning, the reason people lose Jesus along the way is not because he's wearing roller skates. We think Jesus is down one path, and in fact he's down another. We make bad decisions when we're stressed and under pressure. We become too preoccupied with our lives to consider how we might put them to work for God. Probably happened to all of us at some stage, but we don't need to fear, because we will always be able to find Jesus again. We don't need to look for a high-vis jacket. We look for those people we know who are fishing for people, who are building the kingdom of God, or people who are reflecting the glory of God. Because when we're in the company of those everyday, normal people who go about their lives pointing to God in all that they do, we know that Jesus won't be far away. So as you go about your day tomorrow and every day, remember that you are always on duty as a Christian. Whatever else you might be doing, remember that you are a little beacon of hope. You never know who may be seeing you living your everyday life and catch a glimpse of the one you are following.